Hi, my name is Robin. I am Robin the Bank. I am Robin Hood's Closet, and I am one half of Young Cobra. Today is October 1st, and if you don't know what that means, then let me fill you in. It's officially Halloween, okay? Which means that it's scary movie time. And this is like actually probably one of my favorite times of year. Behind Christmas. I love Christmas films. I am not ashamed to say that. But my other favorite genre of films is horror. The complete opposite of Christmas. It is not feel good. It will make you feel like pretty bad. Actually, it doesn't make you feel bad. It's fun. It's fun to be scared, and it's fun to be scared with friends in the room. That's actually my main reason for loving horror so much, this genre, is because it's a group activity. And when you are with a bunch of black folk, like I usually am, we be yelling at the screen. You know, it's like interactive, and I really like that. So, with that being said, welcome to Halloween season. And I wanted to bring back something that I used to do on my blog. I don't know if any of you remember, but I used to write film reviews, movie reviews, TV show reviews, whatever. Because film and I don't know, things like that, like visually expressive things, specifically through the medium, have always, I don't know, I've always been really passionate about this, and I hope one day in the future I can do more in the film industry. I don't know in what capacity, but that's just like a goal of mine. So anywho, back to the topic at hand. Today is October 1, and I wanted to give you guys a very good horror suggestion on Netflix. My husband and I recently watched this French show. It's called Marianne, and it is definitely one of the creepiest horror TV series that I've ever seen. That's right, you heard me. It is a series, which means that you don't just get to sit for an hour and a half and be done and then be able to clear your mind and sage your spirit. No way. You got to sit through 8 episodes of this, and it's really worth it. I promise. I promise. It is very scary, but it's worth it. So, a brief synopsis of Marianne. This is a French television show, so hopefully you don't mind subtitles. I actually prefer to watch it in the original language with subtitles. They do have like English overdubs, but they always feel like kind of awkward to me. Like, are they really saying that? You know what I'm saying? So, brief synopsis. It's about a famous horror writer, like an author of books, and she's, I guess, been haunted by this spirit named Marianne since she was a little girl. And as she grew up, she started to write about her dreams and her experiences with Marianne and became this famous author. And so basically, this story starts when she returns back to her hometown that she hasn't been to for like 15 years. And then she starts to realize that the character Marianne that she thought she created might in fact be real, and all of this stuff is not just in her head. Like, she is actually haunted, or cursed is probably a better term to use for this. So, what makes Marianne scary? First, I think they do a really good job in this show of tension building. There are just so many like slow scenes that are all like these really tight close-up shots, and it's just like you can't see anything in the periphery, which then stresses you out as the viewer, and you're just like, oh my god, I know something's coming, and then maybe it doesn't come. And I love that about this show, because it's not that big on the cheap scares. Like, yeah, they have them every now and then, but they are really good about kind of like, you think it's gonna happen here and then it doesn't, and then the part that you don't expect it to happen in, it's like that's when it comes. This show has a lot of creepy elements. There's like these weird facial expressions that people make. I mean, it's just so weird. And it's like they've done such a good job on this show that my husband and I, like, during the process of trying to get through this series over the last few days, like, we both felt like we were being, like, slightly haunted. Not me so much, because I'm not that scared. But, I mean, like, in the middle of the night, like, if you see something, like, kind of move in the shadows, you're just going to be like, oh, my God, is that Marianne? Did she finally come to get me? Oh, my God, no. So I like that it sticks with you after the show is off. That's like a sign of a really good horror to me. They use a lot of practical effects in this show, which I also think is like super cool. So it's not like a lot of CGI and special effects like made on the computer. It kind of reminds me of when I was a kid in the 90s, and a lot of movies that were made for children used to scare me. And I don't know if it was intentional, if they were trying to scare the kids, but something about like the practical effects where you know it's not real, but you still know you can touch it, would creep me out. There's movies like Labyrinth, The Never-Ending Story, Return to Oz. Yeah, just weird stuff. And this show kind of incorporates things like that in with like a demonic witch story. That's basically what this is about. And I'm sorry, but demon shit always scares me a lot more than ghosts and monsters, and especially slashers. I mean, because all those all those genres I just listed, I feel like there are ways to defeat the negative entity that's attacking you. But if it's just like a demon on a completely different plane, like a spiritual plane, what are we supposed to do? What are we supposed to do? That freaks me out. If this were to really happen, I guess I'm just praying to Jesus. I mean, that's what I'm going to do anyway. So, show's really good. So good, in fact, that Stephen King, the godfather of horror, like even promoted this show and gave his endorsement and said that it kind of reminds him of his own like stories, which I think is a huge compliment to pay. Stephen King is the master. So if you are the type of person who cannot watch horror, please take my advice and don't watch this show, because it will mess with you. If you are the type of person that likes to be scared and you enjoy horrors and you're always looking for something to try and scare you, that's how I am. I want to be scared, but it's very difficult for me to get to that point. So with that being said, Marianne is a success. It's a very successful show as far as scares go, and I think that you should check it out and have a happy Halloween. And I will be posting more stuff soon. I will give you like more of my favorite horror movie suggestions for this month. Don't forget to watch Marianne on Netflix, and like, share, comment. Love yas. Happy Halloween.